Okay, so let me explain you something. Let's just say this right here is a tennis court. So now, the first thing you need to understand that the tennis court, these lines right here are just to create this rectangle, which is called the serving box. There's no purpose on these lines. Okay, now a lot of instructors have said, well, if you hit shots behind this line, you do X, Y, and Z. If you do it in front of this line, okay, it's X, Y, and Z. But practically speaking, this line and this line are not for any other purpose than dividing to create these two boxes. Now, when you start learning the game, you have to understand that there are three areas in the court. The back area, which actually includes about 1 yard, okay, about 1 yard inside the baseline. And this is called the baseline area. Okay, then you have this area, which is also including a little bit of the service line, which is called the mid-court area. And then you have the front, which is referred to as the net area, okay? Now, there are a lot of shots in the game. There are some shots, okay, that are played from the baseline. There are some shots that are hit from the midcourt, and there are some shots that are hit from the net. If you combine all these shots, we have a list of about 85 shots, counting, right? Because it just depends how you want to count, So, but right now, in our manual, the first manual that I put out in 2010, I had 70 shots. And then
this is from Essentialtennis.
Rodger Federer came out and he started doing 11 shots that I didn't even know existed. So now we're up to 81. And now we have at least 4 more that, the machete slice is one of them that have been included into the list, and there are some others, okay? So, but you have to understand that you have to learn the shots of the game. If you want to play the game, you have to learn the shots. There's no two ways about it, okay? Teachers and coaches have been teaching strokes, okay, which is basically all the upper body movements. Right, including the grip. Okay, so if you're learning shots, you're basically going to learn the upper body plus the footwork. Okay, and when you learn the upper body movements and the footwork all together, you learn the shot a lot faster than if you try to learn the stroke. Break all the movements apart. I don't know if you ever had a tennis lesson where you go in, the first tennis lesson, the guy spends 20 minutes talking about the grip. You haven't hit a single ball. And then another lesson, you go in and you haven't hit a single ball, and all he's doing is teaching you footwork, which I think is great. But, I mean, why not learn the footwork, learn the grip, learn the preparation, everything all at once, especially if we have now the magic of video, right? Video is giving you the whole shot, so that's what we learn from the pros.
What shot forehand is this one? Well, obviously he's warming up. He's not playing a match. He's stepping in and hitting, right? So this is called a stepping forehand because obviously you're moving with the left foot forward. Now, this one right here, he's moving away from the ball, so it's an inside-out forehand, okay? Now, is he jumping? Let's take a look, okay? He shifts and then hits the ball. He's not jumping, okay? His foot's still on the ground, so that's an inside-out forehand. Okay, now he's skipping. That's his setup position. That's before the shot. Now, here comes another short ball. He steps in and hits the forehand. So that's a step in forehand. Shot number 1. Okay, now he goes for a little bit farther away. Let's take a see, what is this? Okay, beautiful. This is a side step forehand. Okay, the side step forehand, he's doing it and he's taking another little step extra, okay, just to recover. Here is a side step forehand. Notice again that he's just moving a little shuffle to the right. Yeah, okay, let's see if I can pick it up again one more time. A little shuffle, see, that's a little shuffle right there. To the right, that's a side step forehand shot, number 4. Again, he's not coming off the ground. Now, if you come off the ground, instead of calling it side step forehand, we call it attack forehand, right? Oh, I'm sorry, the side step attack, which is instead of being shot number 4, it's shot number 74. Okay, this is an inside out forehand. Again, this is all from Essential Tennis. Amazing information that you can get there, free tennis instruction, man. The area back here, okay, is the baseline area, right? So if you take the center line as a guide and you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to stand behind the center line, which is actually referred to as your control zone. So from here, you're basically going to control the areas of the court, either moving back, moving to the right, moving forward. Okay, so if you were playing chess, this is like the center of the chessboard, so to speak. So when you learn, again, you want to learn the forehand. So we're going to teach you shots. So we're going to do stepping forehand, which is here, side step forehand, which is there, two-step forehand, which is here, running forehand, step in, which is here, running forehand, open stance, which is here, and the inside out, which is right at you, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different forehands that cover these areas. Now, of course, you learn them in relationship to this center line, but if you move, let's say you move to here, and the ball is coming right at you, you're doing the inside out forehand, which is the shot that comes right at you, right? So, again, learn shots and not strokes. If you can do that, you will learn so much faster. And let me show you what happened here with Ava. Okay, so we're basically warming up right here. Okay, so this is a baseline warm-up. Stretching, pick up the balls. Okay, now we get ready to start. Okay, the shot. Okay, so now notice here, I'm feeding her a stepping forehand. Okay, so she skips ready, inside out forehand, shuffle. Okay, inside out forehand, shuffle. Side step forehand, shuffle. Okay, now we did a few backhands in there. Okay, so now let me see if we can get a few more forehands here one more time. Side step backhand, shuffle. Okay, so obviously, you can say, oh, I'm having problems with my footwork, right? But she's learning the entire shot. Okay, that was a good executed side step forehand. And you have to hit in front of your foot. And now we're going into more shots here. A few backhands. Right, we pick up a few more balls. Right, so you get the idea. Okay, so in this next exercise, I'm trying to return the ball that she hit. So the purpose of this is to see if the whole mechanism of the footwork here fell down. Here, rack it down. She's not doing the shuffle of the legs, right? So again, very common, but it's not because the student is not getting what you want to, what you'd want to teach them, and that doesn't mean that you get rid of your student. So you gotta have patience, right? So it's gonna happen. So again, we talk a little bit more about the movement of the legs, and then she goes right at it again. Just keep ready. And again, I want to see if I can return the balls that she hits to me. And of course, we're doing a few backhands here, but I want to just concentrate on the forehands in this video. And the moment she hits the ball, like to me, I'm going to return it and try to give her another hit. Okay, so that is obviously the next stage, right? So we're getting there. We're not there quite yet, but we're getting there, where she's starting to rally the same ball back and forth. Okay, and then we do that for a few more minutes, and again a few more live balls here. Notice I put my two baskets, one on one side, on the other side, and I'm asking her to see if she can visualize hitting the ball in between the two baskets. So now I do want her to have a little more direction, right? And we're having fun learning, right? And that's the name of the game, right? So you want to have fun improving, laughing, and just getting it all at once, right? Now, Some lessons, of course, are better than others. The student might be, ready to run more than others, but you got to be patient in your coaching, and you have to, if you're a student, you have to be patient learning the shots and working hard. All right, so with this, I'm going to leave you, and let's hope that you keep learning the game. Now, interestingly enough, okay, see, this is a backstep attack. Now, we call it backstep attack because he is shuffling back. Now, notice, the ball is moving. Now he realizes it's a little bit deeper than what he expected. Or maybe he already felt the ball coming deep, and he's going to basically move. I'm sorry, let's go back. Okay, he sees the ball coming, he turns his shoulders, he shuffles back, and now he's going to jump, right? And he rotates the hips and lands with both feet. It doesn't matter which land, whether you land with the left or the right. I've seen both being the same. So now he's starting to kind of speed up the process here. This is an inside-out forehand, shot number 3. This is a running forehand, open stance. Simple side step, right? Inside out, inside out, inside out, inside out. Running. Okay, so this forehand is by dreamaboutsports.com. Okay, let's take a look at what kind of forehands we're getting here. Inside out. Inside out. Now we hit the net. Backstep attack. Now, this is a backstep attack with a lasso. Did you notice that? Okay, so he's moving back, and he's finishing with the racket up. Not that, this one right here. No, the next one. This one right here. See how he finished with the racket up here? That's the lasso, right? Which actually is more attributed to Nadal than anybody else, but Djokovic and Federer obviously use it. So again, it's important to recognize that now he's now moving into what part of the court? The mid-court. So now he's doing an inside-out attack. We call it inside-out because he's moving to the left to hit a forehand, and we call it attack because he's jumping. Now that's a step in. Another inside out. Right? Inside out forehand. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day now. And if you would like to subscribe and thumbs up, you know what to do that. If you want to buy me a coffee and do a super thanks, that'd be great to have it. And we'll have a lot more to learn. There's so much more to learn from the pros. Just keep on keeping on.